Hi, Sarah and Steph here with Optimize You. We are talking about the 3 pillars of health this week. We're talking about physical health, which means movement, exercise, and sleep, right?
Yep, those are the 3 big ones.
3 pillars of health that are so important in order to feel energized in your body, right?
Right.
I wanted to share a case about a patient that I have been working with recently. It's really exciting when we see somebody come to us that is tired and not feeling good and knows that they're just not living optimally, right? And then we can talk to them and really suss out the situation and make recommendations that will really improve their quality of life. And that's exactly what happened with this man who is a Western physician and a single parent, and he was pouring so much into his patients, right?
Right.
He was giving impeccable care to the people that were sitting right in front of him. He is very highly recognized in our community, but he wasn't taking care of himself.
Which is a common story and something you could probably plop so many people that you know into this scenario.
That's right. I mean, we take care of our kids, we take care of our friends, we take care of our family, we take care of our patients or clients or whatever our job is, but oftentimes we're the last one on the list, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't work because it'll eventually catch up with you. So I would say his chief complaint was feeling super tired.
Fatigue.
Feeling super tired, and definitely overweight, and brain fog was a huge one. Mental clarity, just feeling like he was kind of sleepwalking through his life, right? It feels terrible. And so, after working with him for a few weeks, and you kind of have to slowly get there, right? I can't sit down with somebody and be like, we're going to change everything right now.
Right. Well, you also have to understand all the layers that go into creating complexity around a situation.
Yep.
Like, why is this person having fatigue? It could be 1,000 things, and you have to figure out what's the root of it.
Yep, that's right. And so, at the end of the day, there was a lot of things going on with him, and there was a lot of emotional coaching that went on, but he was not eating well at all, right? He's not super overweight. You look at him like he's doing okay, but 30 pounds off would feel a lot better. There was a lot of inflammation in his body.
Yeah, which is part of brain fog and joint pain and, all the
anxiety and depression and just feeling, uneasy in his own body all the time. He just felt unwell. And so we ended up talking about diet quite a bit, and I came up with a very specific plan that I wanted to test out for just 2 weeks, right? That's oftentimes a great amount of time to be able to figure out if something is working for that individual's body. So I have the person weigh themselves, on day 1 of the plan, and then 14 days later, so that we can assess and figure out if it's working, right?
Plus 2 weeks feels pretty doable.
It's doable.
It's accessible.
Everybody looks at me and says, I can do 2 weeks, Sarah. And I can actually do 100% for 2 weeks. Like, I am going to come up with a plan. I'm going to carve out the time to make the meals or order the meals or whatever it is. And I'm going to do this for 2 weeks. I'm going to do it for me, and I'm going to do it for you, because I'm going to come back and I'm going to have to report to you, right?
So what was his outcome?
His outcome was so amazing. His body responded so well. He lost 11 pounds in 2 weeks.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. He was so inflamed, and he wasn't doing anything that wrong. I mean, if we're honest, he would call himself a pretty healthy eater, right? I think there was a lot of stuff that slid in on the side and, wasn't probably meal planning, was probably like eating some snacks while he's making dinner for him and his son. And probably
emotional eating is a big thing for people.
Yeah. And I said, this is exactly what we're going to do. Do not deviate. I set up the plan, and it's really simple. And he feels so much better. He's like pumped. He's so pumped that he is seeing change. So now he's motivated to just recommit to another 2 weeks. That's not that hard, right?
Right.
It's so fun. And to see the progress on the scale is super inspiring,
right?
Super motivating. And it's not that hard.
And we know that people are highly motivated by how they look
Yeah.
and how they feel, not only, in their body, but in their clothes.
Yep.
But what we also know is, having higher adiposity, like, higher levels of
Adipose tissue.
excess weight has a negative impact on our energy. It has a negative impact on our
It does.
immune function.
It does.
It has it causes hormone disruption, and the list goes on and on. So this is not just purely vanity.
No.
This is
Being healthy.
yes, and how
Feeling
our brain
good.
functions and our levels of inflammation. People hear inflammation all the time, and it's like one of the main things that causes inflammation is what we put into our bodies. And just getting clear on what works best for you by using what your tool of, like, way at the beginning of the 2 weeks and way at the end.
And then it's not just about the scale, right? He's looking at me saying, my brain's working. I'm not so tired. My energy's legitimately 75% better. Like, that is living.
That is feeling alive.
That is feeling alive.
Yeah.
And that is feeling like you can breathe easier. And it's easier to be you. I always look at people and I say, let's make it easier to be you.
Yes.
Let's get you unstuck. You're in some bad habits. We can create change and just make it easier to be you. You deserve to feel great.
And it sounds like the big takeaways are find the things that work for your body.
Yep.
So, even if you don't have a practitioner, find the things that work well for your body. People have an intuitive hit about what works well for them.
Yeah.
Keep it simple and commit to 2 weeks to start.
Yep.
To see the change and see if that is actually working for your body. And if it's not, adjust.
Yep. And, if you don't have a practitioner in your area that can help you with this stuff, our Surviving to Thriving course lays it all out for you. You can do our plan right there.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep.
We're here to provide information for you. We're here to help you.
Yes. And if you want to learn more about it, just go to the link in the bio and check it out. There's you can go on the website, you can see everything that you want to see about it. We break down every module.
Yep.
And there's just a lot that you can glean even from just reading some of that stuff.
Yeah. Absolutely.